there. This is Resolve and Succeed, February 3rd, 2017, take 2. My computer blew up and I lost the connection to the first Google Hangout, and we're back. Okay, so hopefully Sharon was here, so she's typing a comment. Let's see. I bet that's her typing a comment that she can't get in. Okay, so I'm going to tell her to try again. Catherine and Lucinda are here. Oops, can't spell. Okay, well, hopefully she'll be able to get in. So where were we? Oh, Lucinda hasn't spoken yet. What say you?
Well, you were talking to Catherine and asking her whether she wanted to repeat what wasn't on air. So,
she said that she did not want to repeat it, but she'll keep us updated. So what we're referring to is Catherine has applied for the intrapreneur position at Techademics. Oh my God, I'm getting forgetful. So we will be looking forward to hearing her news.
Okay.
And so that's a synopsis of it. So Lucinda, next.
Okay, well, my week has been very chaotic. I've been really sick, really dizzy, severe bowel pain and everything. And then I've had this work crew in here, so I've had to move everything around. There's been hammering, sawing, you name it. All this, they actually got it finished yesterday, so I'm not having it here today. I really haven't gotten much into what we were doing. I did see Vic's broadcast. He had problems with his daughter. I guess I missed that. So I haven't really had much chance to even work on my recipes. Even my stove has been sitting behind in front of the counter in the fridge all week. So yeah, it's been very chaotic this week.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, well, it's okay.
Why were they sawing and hammering your apartment?
They're tearing out all the south wall because of mold and all above the windows.
Last week's fire?
Well, there were 2 last week.
2 fires?
Yeah.
Wow. You have a busy apartment building.
I agree.
Too much going on there.
We don't usually have that many, but it's a very well-built building, and they just tell us to stay in your apartment. And then they've, not only is there an alarm, but they come on and speak, so they tell you what's happening.
Mm.
And not once in the 10 years I've been here have I ever been told to leave my apartment. So that's why I don't get excited about it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I'm really looking forward to going. This avatar thing you were talking about, I understand what that is. It's, from what you're saying, it sounds like it's something to do with your audience.
Who your ideal customer is.
Ideal customer. A friend of mine that I had hoped would come in with me, he and I went to the Amazon courses, and he took those. So now he's decided that he's got too much on his plate, that he's not going to come into the 4%, at least at this point in time. So I'm happy for him that he's doing well, disappointed that he's not coming in, at least yet. So we'll see, but I think a lot of us are paring down. And that's what I've been doing is taking more and more stuff out of my life.
Mm-hmm.
so that I can concentrate much more on this. I'm going to be very interested in what Vic is going to get in there on health and wellness, because that's my passion and field. So it's just as well that I'm not into too many other things at this point in time.
Yeah.
I'm getting more and more excited with my recipe book, and I did actually work on the outline of what I want where. So
Oh,
I guess I could say I have done some.
You've made some progress, right?
Well, I've got getting rid of the mold in here. That's a big progress, because I'll start feeling a lot better.
Yeah.
Of course, that's just the main thing. Now they're going to be coming in and taking out the windows and putting new windows in, and taking out the elevators and putting new elevators in. So
Well, that's good.
yeah,
New windows
yeah,
are always nice.
yes. So I'm glad that they're doing this, because then it saves me moving. You know, I do like I have been. Oh, another thing, I have been studying the books by Robert Kiyosaki, Rich Dad Poor Dad, and in the past I had followed through with a lot of what he did, and I had made a lot of money. And I lost it due to the financial advisors giving me all wrong information. And he describes that in his books, that you know, these people are not there to help us; they're helping themselves. And he's going in very deeply on how to make money flipping houses.
Mm.
So I'm going to. I had done that in the past, but then when I got the money, I didn't have the right knowledge how I could work with it, because I lost my health at the same time. So I'm very, very. I'm looking at about 6 months from now of getting into that and getting back into flipping houses,
Okay.
because that's something you know, I understand the real estate market very well. So I'm very interested in what he's doing. So
Well, that's good.
yeah.
At least you have a game plan.
Yeah. Well, right now I want to work more on the 4% and my recipe book. Those are my two main things right now. Yes, mostly the recipe book. And get those going until I'm happy with what I'm doing, and then I'll go into other things. But getting a little more money in, so I can, well, quite a bit more money in, so I can go and get other types of healing that, you know, cost money, would help me a lot. So I have been studying a bit more about that.
That's good.
Yeah.
Glad to hear it. Well, I'm mostly working on getting set up for more automated traffic to my links without having to pay extra money for it. So I'm looking for organic reach. So that's, I spent a good chunk of this week looking into that and some of the better ways of achieving that. So this coming week, I plan on implementing more of that. And then, of course, there is my product, of which I got pretty excited on Wednesday night's event, because if I understood Vic correctly, once I had my product put together, I could submit it to them to see if it would be something that they'd be interested in putting out to their members as a part of a promo.
Yeah, you did understand him correctly.
I was like, oh my God. So I have to hurry up and put that together. So I've been thinking about that quite a bit as well, and letting it percolate more. And last night or early this morning, I was coming up with a bunch of little ideas of things that I want to include it in to the product. So I'm getting more excited now. But yeah, that's where I'm at. And unfortunately, I lost Sharon. I don't know what happened to her. She was having trouble getting in with a 403 error. And so I reposted a link just in case there was something that went corrupt in the posting, you know, after y'all got on. And then I suggested maybe she could try her cell phone because a lot of people get on that way as well. But unfortunately, I haven't heard anything more from her, so I don't know where she's at.
I asked her, I told her we were missing her, and she's typing. That's a Facebook message.
Okay. Yeah, because she has something interesting. Oh, she has her avatar that she wants to share with us, which I think would be of great interest to us to listen to, especially given we're all baby boomers.
She says she can't get in. It says she doesn't have access. The first time I tried to use the first link, I clicked on the actual link. It told me the same thing. And I clicked on the picture and I actually got in. I'm going to share that with her.
Yeah, maybe that's, I think I usually click on the picture.
Yeah, she might need to refresh her page too.
Yeah, she can refresh her page as well. That's a good idea.
Yeah, I noticed I've been having a lot of problems with my computer. It keeps cutting down, and then it won't turn back on. And like
Oh, and you have a fairly new computer, right?
yes, it's about a year old. Did it even again this morning. I had it all set up to come in, and when I came back in, the screen was all black, and I had to start all over again.
Oh. Yeah, this Google Hangout stuff is kind of finicky.
Maybe that's why it's going away in April. Maybe they're creating something else.
Maybe. I just hope it's easier. Okay.
But I'm really interested in what you're saying, Renee, about planning. I gather that you're planning on writing your own product. Is that what you were discussing?
I am putting together my own product, yes. I was trying to figure out how to do it, and I'm pretty sure I want to do part video and part written, and then maybe depending on how it goes, add some a couple of additional like PDFs and like maybe a cheat sheet and a PDF on I don't know. I haven't decided yet. And then maybe some quote memes, since I really enjoy putting those together. And I'll have them as unbranded in case they want to use it. That's where I'm at right now, is getting it all put together. And Sharon has suggested to do like an introductory product, you know, a small one, like she suggests, since part of my plan is to include meditation on it, she said, well, why don't you do like a small part of the product as a meditation, you know, like a meditation ebook or something. And then what I would like to do, I have never done this, so this will be a new learning experience, but to add, I want to put together a couple of simple meditate. Oh, I think there she is! Yay! I want to put together a couple of short meditations. They would be basically the same, but one would be with voice and one would be without the voice. You know, for them as an introductory product, and then the main product would be as an upgrade. And then I would like to consider adding a monthly membership to it, because my focus is on mindset and personal development and overcoming difficulties. And so a lot of times when you're working on overcoming difficulties, if you stop working on it, you start to regress. So I think a monthly membership site would be in order, to help people keep the momentum if they want to do that. And then I got to thinking after that, well, once I have all that set, and if I see that it's going in a good direction, then I could add something like retreats, to dive in more into it. Because I went to one retreat one year, and it was life-changing for me. It helped me come out of my shell a little bit more and become a little more confident as to who I was. My self-esteem was like below the ground, and at least raised it to just above the ground. So I think that could be a benefit, but one step at a time. That's where I'm at.
Sounds exciting.
I'm excited. It's going to be different for sure. I'm still, Sharon says that I'm excited, that I had the excited energy, but the other part of me is like, has a totally different word.
But we're not using that anymore, remember?
No, we're using excited.
That's right. That's right. Absolutely.
Do make sure there's a lot of visualization in there of what you want happening. There's been a lot of research that golfers, if they sit and visualize all week, quite often do better than the ones that are out in the golf course all week.
I've heard that, and sports competitors, the same thing. A lot of visualization. So I'm starting to get a lot more visualization, but now I need to actually put it down in written form and start doing the actual videos and things like that. So I think my visualization is getting a little bit more clear. Before it was a little bit fuzzy, but now it's getting clearer as to what I want to have included. So now it's a matter of start producing.
And you will continue, like we had that discussion,
Mm-hmm.
you will continue to get more, the more you get into it, the more that will come to you.
Of which I need, because a lot of times I tend to be short on words. Like the videos, I like to keep them short so I don't ramble on. And so the same thing in what it is that you put out there in writing. I like to abbreviate as much as I can. But on something like this, people need more guidance. So I have to get a little more wordy.
What you want to do is ask, once you write something, then ask yourself this question. If what I have written here, is it going to be helpful to the people that are reading it? Is there enough information, step-by-step guidance to help them get through or over what they're going through? And if the answer to that is yes, then go on. If it's no, then you need to work on it more.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Oh, the other thing I didn't think to mention, Renee, if you have checked out a lot of the teachings that they have on ClickBank, they have a lot of stuff that is actually free.
Mm-hmm.
That will give you a lot of information, because they really want people. They're more interested in getting people in there who write their own product than having people coming in to buy it.
Right. And
yes, they have ClickBank University, which last was $50 a month. But when you don't sign up with it, they offer you all sorts of free stuff.
Lots of emails. For sure. I know I definitely want to look at that more, especially when I get ready to put together a sales page or something about about what what the product is and everything, because you definitely need to put it out there clearly so that people understand what it is that they're buying. And I think that's probably a weak point of mine that I will be working on, but at the same time, it's possible it might fall into place as I'm putting the product together. So I'm just going to take it one step at a time. But I did set a goal of March 1st, kind of push myself a little bit to be able to have it basically ready. You know, I might need to do some tweaking and stuff, of course, but that's my goal. I had originally set it for April 1st. Then I thought, you know what? I should challenge myself and make it March 1st, because if I'm ready to produce this, I have 3.5 weeks now, so let's see if I can make it happen. I'm just going to challenge myself and see what happens. If I don't quite hit the goal, that's, you know, the date goal, that's okay, but that's what I need to gear for.
Good luck with
Same thing
that.
for anything, in any kind of business. I'm sorry, Catherine.
So good luck with that. I hope you meet your goal.
Oh, thank you.
Me too. That's
Thank
for
you.
sure.
Good luck.
Well, if I don't start writing and starting to put together the videos, it's not going to happen. So I need to start doing that.
Yes, you do.
Yes.
And you can always, you
I'm
can
sorry.
always, you can always send stuff to our group. And if you want our opinion on something, then, you know, like with your title, have you decided on that for sure yet, or have you?
At this
Are you
point
still
in
coming up
time,
with it?
the peaceful mind, joyous heart seems to make a lot of sense to me. So I'm sticking with that. I did pick up the domains with the dash and without the dash. So that's where I'm at with that right now. Unless I wind up changing my mind somewhere along the line, you know, that's what it's going to be.
That just resonates with me so much. I can't even tell you that title.
Hey,
Thank you.
So I think it will with many.
That sounds good. So does anybody else have something that they'd like to share right now?
I wanted to share the avatar stuff if nobody else
Okay.
wants to talk. Okay. Well, like Catherine was saying, the avatar process is quite a process. And Garen and I both took the digital marketer course. And in that course, they gave us an avatar sheet. And Garen had posted it in Resolve and Succeed quite some time ago. Excuse me. But what it has a section for goals and values, then a section for information as to what types of books, magazines, blogs, websites, conferences, gurus, and other that your particular avatar reads, goes to, attends, participates in. You want to identify the age group, the gender, if they're what their marital status is, if they have kids, where they live, if they have a favorite quote, occupation, job title, annual income, level of education. Those were on my particular niche were kind of hard. I just kind of filled stuff in. But the ones that are really informational are what are their challenges and pain points. And they have challenges as one grouping, pain points as another. And then what are their objections and role in the purchase process? And that is broken down into two separate as well. So objections to the sale and role in the purchase process. So my what I'm doing is baby boomers. And for baby boomers, I found it quite interesting. And I found a ton of articles and some ebooks and all kinds of stuff. But I'm going to read this to you so you guys get an idea. And it's about segmentation. So instead of, maybe for some of yours, it would be looking at your avatar as one single group. But what they call segmentation is taking parts of your group and breaking them down into something that's deeper for that particular group. So let me read this to you and you understand what I'm talking about. It says, when marketing to boomers, remember this truth. Boomer is a generation designation, not a marketing strategy. To effectively get boomers to buy your business, you have to do something your competitors aren't willing to do. You must avoid broad generalization traits and attitudes. One way to avoid the segmentation trap is to separate what they call leading edge boomers, which are born between 1946 and 1955, from trailing edge between 1956 and 1964. So the leading are the older ones, and the trailing are the younger ones. So it says this gives your audience clarity. So for instance, consider the following differences between leading edge. The leading edge again are the older ones versus the trailing edge. So more trailing edge boomers watch videos 76% and listen to music 55% than leading edge boomers. So the more of the younger ones are watching the videos than the older ones. Mm-hmm. More leading edge boomers say they are unlikely to work part-time in retirement compared to trailing edge boomers. Trailing edge boomers are more influenced by social media to search online for information than the older leading edge boomers. It says, equipped with this level of insight, can you think of a few ways that might employ different tactics for boomers subgroups? Can you think of a few differences? One is between an affluent married 55-year-old versus a 65-year-old empty nester. So they're both boomers, but a married 55-year-old is completely different from a single 65-year-old empty nester.
Yeah, that makes
sense.
So
by breaking it down into segments like that, it makes a lot more sense because it was also talking about that the baby boomers are, very, very driven to social media. Social media, Facebook is their top one, Pinterest is their second go-to site. And that the other thing that they do is they research like crazy. So they don't just take the word for what they find on the internet. They also go to magazines and blogs and stuff like that and do a ton of research before they, because they want to make sure everything's legit and before they go forward. So they're very cautious. But I just thought, in doing boomers, so as I was doing my research, I kept coming across certain things that both of these groups were involved with or, concerned with. And so then I'm like cross-referencing what it is that both of these groups are doing. So I can now focus and market just to one segment, or I can take the, what they talk about, the three circles intersecting, and it's the middle part that is the juicy part that's going to get what people want. So then I can take that middle part and put my campaign out to that. So I've got some good ideas as to what I'm going to do. But I just thought this was really, really interesting because I hadn't thought about, what's the difference between an affluent married 55-year-old versus a single 65-year-old empty nester. That's a big difference. Mm-hmm. But yet there's some basic needs both of those groups are looking for.
Financially
So-
can be a very big difference too.
Yes, yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Finances was one of the biggest things, but I really found it interesting to see what the difference was. They have, yeah, I found a thing that says type of customer segment. One is a convenience seeker. One is a brand buyer. One is a casual buyer. One is a relationship seeker, and one is a bargain hunter.
Oh, yeah.
Those are different types of customer segments. And so I thought that was, pretty darn interesting. But I just wanted to share that with you because when you're looking for your avatar, think about breaking down the information that you're getting into segments and see if, your marketing would be more targeted that way.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, that's what I found anyway. Oh, and the smartphone ownership by income and age group was pretty interesting. They have 18 to 29. This is economic, that people make $30,000 or less, and the biggest group, it says percentage within each age income grouping who own a smartphone. Example, 77% of 18 to 29-year-olds with an annual household income of less than 30,000 are smartphone users. And then it goes, the highest one is $75,000 or more. And let's see how they broke it down here. Oh, it's not defining this. It says, here's another one, internet population by generation. So Generation Y is ages 18 to 32. That is 30% of the population. This is in the United States. Generation X is ages 33 to 44 is 23%. Younger boomers, 45 to 54 is 22%. Older boomers, ages 55 to 63 is 13%. There's a silent generation, which is 64 to 72, that's me, 7%. And a GI generation, 73 plus, is 4%. So they broke it down to what the population of the United States is. I don't know, it just has a whole bunch of stuff here on social
You want
media.
to stop doing boomers.
It would
Does it
make me want to
you
stop.
wanna, yeah, rethink and choose another group.
No, because that's just one of the groups that I'm going to do. And I know that most of, a lot of, well, like Chris Record is one, says that baby boomers is, one of the hottest markets. But you have to know how to market to them.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
I
So,
wanted to market
But I
to
mean-
me, women and everything I kept seeing on Facebook on the searches and insights. I don't fall into the category that is the highest number of people who use Facebook or might be interested in what I'm marketing. So I've gone from defining who my avatar was and going to get information about that person to determining who my avatar is based on where the most people are who are interested in what I'm marketing. What do you think about that?
well, I mean, you have a broader pool to draw from, yes, but again, you want to have a targeted market in your advertising. So, like on that Connect Explore that I bought, that I was telling you guys about, what you do is put in your keywords, and it can be for any subject, and then you layer it, and again, you get down to that middle core, because people that like this also like this, also like this. So you're getting only the people in the core group that are really interested in your product. So you want to take 3 different ideas of what your target market is looking for, and research those kind of keywords. So I don't know that it makes, I mean, you have like I say, you have a broader pool to pull from, but unless you target it down specifically as to what those people really want, I don't think it really matters
Okay.
how big it is versus, it's just like Vic has said over and over, I'd rather have 100 people that really want what I have than 1,000 people that, really don't. They're not that interested in it. So he said that a lot.
You're right, he has. I always welcome your opinion on things.
Well, you can maybe what you might want to consider is start with a little bit more narrow focus. Well, actually, Chris usually says start broad, feel it out, see exactly what the response rate is, what kind of data you get, and then you can narrow the focus so that you can zone in better, and then tailor your ads and material for that.
That's what he's saying, is letting Facebook, decide who's interested in your ad and who isn't. So if you don't have Connect Explore like I do, because that's what this tool does. It's connected to Facebook. So it's going directly into Facebook and getting the data from Facebook. But if you don't have that tool, then that is the way to do it. And that's what I have done in the past. I've done a very, very broad audience, and then I let Facebook tell me what gender, what age group, and all the way that they break it down as to who's looking at it, who's not. And then you focus on, you take out the ones that aren't getting the most traffic, and you leave the ones in that are. So it's a longer process, but yeah, the same thing.
Mm-hmm. I know, like on Instagram, for the business Instagram part, they have the analytics, and I was surprised for my RBO Success account. Excuse me. I don't know why I was thinking it would be more female because of the type of content that I post, with more positivity and upbeat and so forth and so on. But it says that I have more men following me and more men interacting with my account than female.
And
Which
do
is
they ping you all the time?
Pardon?
Do they ping you all the time?
No. Well, I think that, well, I never look at the private messages, but most of the private messages on Instagram are business related. Surprisingly. Facebook, that's another story, but but on Instagram, it's definitely more business related, or more content related responses, versus Facebook. There are the, publicly there's the regular responses and everything, and then privately are all the hit on you type things, and I'm like sayonara.
Yep. This is true.
Yeah, I get too many messages from men. I have 3,300 and change. I don't know if it's majority of them. Majority of them back when I was with Doobly. Women also, I actually speak to her, but
You know
I
you
don't
can
think-
get rid of those.
I know. The reason I haven't is, I also believe there's a way that you can say, go to my personal page and get all my friends or followers and bring them to this business page and then market to them. So that's how I originally found them, was I was trying to market Doobly. What I ended up though was a lot of men, from young men to old men, American men and foreign men, but more foreign men.
Mm-hmm.
And they start out their conversation with "hi, sexy," and
Mm-hmm.
then I click that X.
But you can
I
delete.
blocked them. I
Yeah.
have unfriended and blocked.
Yeah.
I have done that to pervert.
You can delete the whole conversation too, so they can't get back to you as well. I've done that over and over. It's there's a drop down menu that you can use, and it says delete conversation or delete messages, and you want to delete the whole conversation.
Okay, I will look at that.
Yeah.
That's why I haven't just deleted them all. Maybe they're a market. I mean, I originally found them because of Doobly. Maybe they would be interested in 4%.
I have found those types of people who do the high sexy and ask you like 100 questions about your life and all that kind of stuff. They are not going to go into business with you at all. So I would go ahead and unfriend them and block them, whatever is needed, because they just have one agenda.
Mm-hmm.
Well, actually, some of them are hackers. Actually, probably a lot of them are hackers. And then others are just lonely hearts trying to get you to take them in so they can come to the U.S. and have
They
a green
want money. Yeah, they want money.
Mm-hmm. Or send you money.
They make up these big stories about how their kid got sick and they don't have the money to pay their hospital bill, and can you just help me out and I'll pay you back. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's known as
So I mean, that's not going to lead you to business with those types of people. So you're better off just blocking, unfriend them first before blocking, because if you block them, I'm not sure if they're still on your friend list. I'm not 100% sure, but I would unfriend and then block them.
Who in our group is interested in knowing more about Facebook Insights, audience insights?
I should be.
Who in our group knows everything there is to know about it?
I've used Audience Insights, and it's a very, very good resource. You can go really, really deep with it. So have you researched it quite a bit?
I've played with it off and on this week, putting all of my ideas for an avatar in one and trying to figure out how many people that was, and then looking at what I get, like for demographics, page likes, location, activity, household, etc. And then I've, on the other screen, done the same thing, just using one of those at a time. The first question I have is, I would have tons of questions, but the first two would be, I don't see how it ever tells me my audience size, which I think would be real important. It just continues to say 200 to 250 million monthly active users. The other thing I don't get on the graphs, what is the gray behind it?
Can you share your screen so we can see what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Darren actually taught me how to go in and use it more efficiently.
Well, I have had the two open. Oh, there's another question. To get to, can you see my screen now?
Yes.
To get to this, I actually have to start out on my personal page. Is that correct or not?
Well, I don't think it matters. I mean, you should be able to get to it on your business page, but you're just gathering information, so it doesn't really matter if you're
Okay.
doing it off your personal page or your business page,
Okay.
as far as I know. Do you all have a different idea?
I get, obviously, you know, the blue part. What is the gray part behind all of the graphs?
It's
have no
probably just
idea.
a border.
Yeah. Why don't you type something in, Catherine, and we'll walk you through your
Okay.
question.
United States, I wish I could see, I've had the screens open all week. And you know what? Maybe I never really saved it. Open, is there anything there to open? Nope. Okay.
Yeah, let's start from the beginning and refresh your screen so you are in a brand new screen. Why can't you get to it through your business one?
I don't know.
Well,
Maybe I just didn't know how to do it, but
have you ever set up an ad or anything in your business account yet?
for Doobly.
Well,
All right, and
Is Doobly still active?
I think Doobly's alive, but I'm not participating. When they started, when I had to actually get X number of people per month or pay $97,
Oh.
I decided I was done. It was short-lived. It was financially, I invested a boatload, I made a boatload, and it fell right off. So I paid for every family member and every friend to be under me because I thought that this Doobly was life-changing. So if you remember Doobly, that was about $30,000.
Wow.
Wow.
No, I didn't. So a couple of people tried to get me to join Doobly, but I was feeling burnt at the time, and I said no.
My friend Ted, and he wasn't my friend then. He bought a list that I was on. That's how we met. He's the one that got me in. Okay, let's start with that. We've got 2 interests, and we have 1. Internet marketing for newbies. Okay, this did change up here.
yeah, it should change every time you put something in there.
All right, see the gray behind here?
Yeah, I think that's just to make the other one stand out. I don't think it's.
Then how come this one is taller than the blue and this one is shorter than the blue, as is that one?
Because the blue is taller and shorter. It's the blue that's changing.
There's something to the gray, but I can't figure it out.
There may be.
I don't think the gray is anything important. It's more like a background separator, just to kind of make the blue stand out more or stand out different from the other ones. is my guess. I don't think it has any significance.
Okay, I thought it had significance. And I can't honestly say that I still don't, because if it was a border, it would be a border around each blue piece, and it's not.
Yeah, it's not even.
It's not even. Therefore, it's not a border. It has meaning. I just can't figure out what the meaning is.
It doesn't look important though.
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
So go ahead and finish filling out your stuff.
Well, that's all in the instructions. The video I was following, that's interest were the only thing we played with. We're not going to, whether you're connected to me or not connected to me. I have my Facebook personal page and my business pages are pretty much open to anybody except for the family and friends who don't believe I made the right choices, and I have them blocked because I don't want them calling me because they got my ad and being upset with me.
Oh, Mike's on.
Hey, how's it going, everybody?
Mike?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, you can hear me?
Yes.
Oh, great. All right. How's everybody doing?
We're doing great. Catherine is just asking questions about the audience insights on Facebook. So we're kind of covering that at the moment.
All right. That's great. That's great.
We can move
Nice to
on.
see you.
Yes, it is.
This is
I'm
why
sorry to interrupt you guys. Hey,
we can
Sharon.
move on and let him talk about his week. And that means I need to stop
Wow.
sharing.
Okay, so where are we now on this audience insights? The category?
I don't know. I'll tell you what, I'll keep working with it and give you an update next week and see where I get.
Okay.
What I've learned from it, because right now I'm not learning so much from it as I'm confused about what I see in it. It is, however, the thing that made me change my avatar, because I had chose an avatar without any backing. It's me. It's a person who's 5 years older or younger than me, and I'm 61. I'll be 62 this year. They made what I made or around that before when I was employed. Their children are grown. The only real difference is they had grandkids and I don't, because I figure most people do. So I chose me, but then when I started doing this research, I wanted to help people like me. I started doing the research. It just seems to me like the 25 to 44 group, if I'm looking at people who might buy my products, they fall in this age range. Those two age ranges together, just for the one thing that I picked was internet marketing newbies, that's 54%. And if I take the last two, which is 45 to 64, that's 20%.
That's a big difference.
I think so too.
Can you share your screen again?
Oh yeah, I did kill it, didn't I? Can you see me now?
Not yet.
No.
There.
There you go.
Okay.
Okay, so go back and click on page likes. And what this is doing, it's bringing up the top categories of people that like or have an interest in what you've done here. So if you click on, click on Gary Vanderchuck.
Gary V.
Yes, Gary V. And what you do is you go, everybody knows him, so he's got, lots of page likes and stuff. So if he relates to what you put as your interest, then you want to add his name to your interest group.
Okay.
So now go back. And now on education, it's got Mind Valley Academy, the Law of Attraction. So click on those and see if those relate to what you are wanting to do.
Yeah, I'm a big Mind Valley fan myself.
I love Mind Valley.
I think I have over 50 products.
So when you read through this, you want to see, what is, how many people are liking it, how many people are following them. Read through and see if what this site is about relates to what you are wanting to promote. And if you think these people would have an interest in what you're trying to promote, then you would add that to your interest group.
Okay, and you're talking about over here, where
Yes,
I put
on
in entrepreneurs and internet
Yes.
marketing newbies?
Yes.
Okay,
So
I
what-
did not.
Yes. So you go through each one of these, and if you click on See All, this is giving you the top 10, but if you click on See All, you have more that you can look at as well. So it just depends on how many you want to look. And then scroll down further. Okay, see where it says page likes? So this is giving you the top ones for page likes. So again, you can go in and click on each one of these, and you can add if they fit what you're looking for, you can add that into your interest group as well. And each time you do that, your statistics at the top are going to go up.
It depends on sort of who you ask, but what are your opinions on the size that you should start with? What size audience? Are we looking at 100,000, a million?
And it depends on who it is that's saying it. I think Chris Record used to say 500,000 to a million is a good start.
But now he says go broad. And he said, just get the biggest audience you can, and then, eliminate stuff. So again, on this has your relevance, and it tells you, what's the most popular ones, which is Entrepreneur and Mind Valley Academy. But you can go through and click on each one of these as well.
Okay.
And so scroll back up.
And you want to look at I know that you want to look at the affinity number, but I don't remember why. I think the higher the affinity number to what you're researching, the better.
Where do I see that at?
That was down below.
Where you were at before. There's an affinity, and you can click on that I to give you more information about what it is.
Yeah, over on the right side it says affinity.
Yeah, there's a little I there, but I don't know exactly what the affinity is, to be honest. But I think it's...
Yeah. How likely your audience is to like a given page compared to everyone on Facebook.
Okay.
So that's actually this one has the highest affinity rate. Click on the down arrow and see what that is.
Oh, that just...
Oh,
shift.
yeah, that's lower. So this is bringing your top ones up. So that's another way that you can research, what relates to your particular thing. So scroll back up. And you can go and click on location.
Yeah, I didn't
So
quite understand this one either.
this is going to help your demographics to see for what states you might, if you like, if one state, now here it says Michigan. It says selected audience. There's more people in Michigan looking.
Look at
Okay,
New
New York. So if you wanted to do a campaign and do it just to New York, you know, you could pick the top 3 or top 5. So New York is 12%. And you could
That's
do a
not a bad
campaign.
idea, is it?
Pardon me?
That's not a bad idea, is it?
No. And that way you can get it very, very targeted.
Yeah. So then click on, well, scroll on down and see what else is there. But this is giving you your top, you know, New York, LA, Chicago. You could do your top 5 and put that, instead of United States, put those cities in there.
Okay.
So scroll on down and see if there's anything else underneath that. No, there isn't. Okay, so now go to the next one. So activity. So the number of times the selected audience performed these actions on Facebook.
Ads click 42%.
Yeah.
That
So
means
if you,
that my interest, which is internet marketing for newbies, 42% of them clicked on an ad.
looks like it,
That's good, isn't it?
and scroll down, and it's going to tell you what devices they used.
Before we scroll down, here's the thing that gets confusing to me. Once again, we do have the gray box, but we moved on from that, sort of. Y'all have. I've not quite got there yet. We're talking about pages liked, and the number is 4.
It says in the last 30 days, lifetime of the pages that were liked. The number of times the selected audience performed these actions.
And if the number is 4, then why is the graph so high?
I don't know.
I don't know either. See, I got really confused, and I go do something else, and I think I watched Darren's video 5 times, which is cool. It's only 17 minutes. But if you let it end, other stuff comes up. You know how YouTube does that?
Yeah.
I found several other videos about avatars.
Click over here. It says all devices used. Click on the down arrow. I haven't been into this, so I haven't checked this out. Okay, so but it's not identifying what the devices are here.
And underneath, desktop, mobile, mobile only,
Oh, I can't see that.
computer, iPhone, iPod, iPad. So
Yeah.
nobody's going online with an iPad.
I am. I've been using my iPad a lot since I got the iPad Pro. I love it. But the interesting thing here is the comparison between the iPhone and the Android. Even though there's a lot of Androids out there, a lot more Androids being sold, the most action, the more people tend to buy from who own an iPhone versus an Android, because technically, well, they say that iPhone owners tend to have more expendable money than Android owners. I don't know if y'all know that, but I've heard that several times, and it's probably been a few months since I've heard that last, because I haven't really been, I guess, following that path. But that's just an FYI information.
Okay.
I
And
have
this sort of
heard
makes
that.
sense for my own personal use. I have an iPhone I buy, and all my family and friends until the last few months all own Androids, including my daughter. My sister, who was just here, now has an iPhone. But everybody I know has an Android but me.
Yeah, there's a lot more Androids being sold on the market than iPhones for sure. But when it comes to the marketing and to buying, the iPhone users tend to spend more money.
Good to know.
Well, one of the reasons I think iPhones are more expensive than Androids. When I was researching and trying to figure out what to buy,
Hmm.
the Androids were less expensive.
Yeah.
So that could be. Anyway, this is just some more stuff. If you go back and click on purchase, I haven't ever clicked on that, so I don't know. But let's see what's there. But these are all just different things on here that could possibly help you if you just kind of look into them. Here's purchase behavior, subscription services, food and drink is the top, health and beauty, clothing.
Business purchases, 0.6%.
Yeah, not good, not good.
Not good at all, is it?
Uh-uh.
All right.
But-
Subscription.
What?
Subscription, though.
Yeah. Yeah, like a membership.
Well, subscribing, membership or subscribing for more information. That's my guess. Clicking on a button for more information.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, that gives you an idea, Catherine. Hopefully that helps.
What's further
That's
down?
good.
Very much.
What's further down on that page? In a market for a vehicle. Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I would think that demographic would be in the market for a SUV because they're home around their kids.
Well, yeah, but the hybrid sports car and luxury SUV and sedan, those are worth considering because they tend to have more expendable money.
Good point. All right, this has been helpful. I had no idea I could put these things in my search.
Yep.
So now I'm ready to move forward with that. Thanks for your time and your assistance.
No problem.
Hey, Mike.
I think he's fallen asleep.
What say you?
Not feeling too good.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear
Really
that.
not. Yeah. Yeah,
Have you been to the-
I've just been.
I'm sorry, what?
I've been taking all this medicine and stuff, and I'm just really tired now. Got all
Yeah,
this
cold.
stuff. Yeah, I got this cold. I'm afraid to show all y'all these medicine bottles and stuff I got.
So what?
But I've been taking. I have had the worst cold flu that I've had in my life.
Oh,
I'm still dealing with it.
well, get well soon.
Have you been to the doctor, Mike?
No, I haven't. I just came back from I just delivered at the Mexican border. Right now I'm up in Mississippi. And I'm trying to go home, so I'm trying to get something to go home.
You don't look like you
I'll
should be
home.
driving.
I agree with you, Sharon.
Well, I won't be. I won't
Mike?
be. I mean, I'm gonna take a break and then I'm gonna go home.
I was going to say, because you're falling asleep just listening to this, you have no business driving a big rig.
Yeah. Oh, no, I'm not driving out there. I'm at the Rite Aid pharmacy now. I'm at
What
the
you
Rite
need-
Aid pharmacy.
What you need to do is go to one of those urgent care clinics somewhere and see, like Catherine with pneumonia, she had pneumonia and tried to fight it for weeks.
Oh,
you need to-
really?
Yes, you need to go. We had that conversation. You need to go to the doctor.
Yeah,
Because-
I'm gonna go.
Is your breathing still, is it still hurting you to breathe?
No, not anymore. No, I went to the doctor on. I went to the doctor Tuesday. He told me I just had a real severe cold, flu. So That's why I came on down here. But I'll be okay. I'm just gonna get some rest and then go.
Are you
Yeah, rest is good.
are you drinking lots of water?
Yeah. I got
Okay.
lots of water.
You need some zinc and vitamin C and echinacea.
Okay, echinacea.
ECHINACHEA, I think.
Echinacea. Okay, I'll go in and get
And
some.
zinc. Zinc, it really helps a lot. And then vitamin C, of course.
Yeah, I got some of that here.
Okay.
But I'm gonna take care of that.
Well, Mike, why don't you go bye-bye and go take care of yourself because you're falling asleep
Thank
on
you.
here.
I need to. Yeah, you're right.
Well,
Yes,
we're glad that you
I just wanted to pop in and say hello to everybody at least.
we're glad to see you're doing, you're hanging in there and next time you
Thank you.
come in, you can talk to us about what you've been up to and any progress that you've made and any insights that you'd like to share.
All right, that sounds good. I'll do that next
So
week.
you-
Okay.
So Mike, you have zinc,
Yes.
or you have zinc and you have vitamin C.
Uh huh.
Okay,
do.
so you just need to go get echinacea.
Yeah. Uh huh.
And
Yeah,
then take
I'm at
it.
the Rite Aid park. I'm in the Rite Aid parking lot right now, so I'll go inside and get some.
Okay, get that, take it, and go to bed.
Okay, I will. I promise you that. I promise you.
Perfect. Okay,
Okay.
bye.
Safe
See y'all
journey.
later. Bye bye, y'all.
Bye.
Got to take care of yourself.
Okay, I will.
Good. He's been sick. I've been in touch with him. He has been severe. He said he hasn't ever been this sick. And he's been taking Mucinex and Dayquil and NyQuil and all kinds of stuff. And he said it hurt him to breathe. I'm like, you need to get to the doctor.
Well, at least he said that it's not hurting to breathe anymore, so that's good.
Yeah. Yeah, because this stuff is rampant throughout the United States, I can tell you. My son-in-law is a doctor, and he said,
Stay away.
yeah,
Stay away.
yeah.
Took me 6 weeks. Took me 6 weeks to
Yeah,
start feeling normal again.
Marlon
That's
has
tough.
got it too. She's been fighting it for weeks, and she's been to the doctor 2 or 3 times and on medication, but it just isn't going away.
That definitely takes its toll. I've had a bunch of those things, but this year I've been, knock on wood, I've been healthy.
Good. So, Catherine, did you have any other questions about the audience insights at all? Or?
No.
Okay.
I was very confused about a lot of it and what on earth do you do with this information? And you have put me back on the right track, and I can go back and start looking at some of this stuff and understanding what to do with it now.
Yeah, you can call me too. Don't forget that.
Okay, I appreciate that.
And you can save different audiences,
Yes.
for different purposes. So keep that in mind as you're playing with the audience insight.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a button that says Save Audience.
Yes, at the
And
top.
then you can name it. Yeah.
I must have never saved when I was playing. I had it open on both my monitors, which I wish I had because I had some very interesting interest picked over here. Sharon has said she has more than one avatar. She's looking at more than one avatar. That would be however many avatars you choose, though. Wouldn't that be an additional campaign?
Yes.
So you wouldn't have one. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. I'm going to target in on several different ideas that I've got.
Okay.
Definitely
See which one
interested
does
to
better.
see how your campaign goes and what kind of response rate and all that kind of stuff. That is always interesting, because we're always experimenting on what, to find out what works and what doesn't. So it's always nice to be able to share some of the experiences for sure.
Okay.
I'm not into advertising so much right now, but it's always good to know when I am ready to start advertising again.
Okay.
Renee frozen?
Must be.
I found something, well, I was listening to something interesting. Some people, they do their, some of their marketing kind of free. And one of the founders or something. And so he was talking about his 37, whatever that means. And
Renee,
yes,
excuse me, you were frozen and cut out, so we don't know what you're talking about.
oh, sorry. I was listening to Grady of OSP. He has like these weekly short hangouts in this Facebook group, and he was talking about his 37, and I wanted to share it with y'all just in case it's something that you wanted to implement that is free. It does take time, but and I'm not so much into it, but I might give part of it a shot. So he basically says you want to like 20 posts. So what 20 posts? Well, first off, he said most people, all they do on Facebook is kind of look at everybody's posts, but they don't like, they don't interact, they don't comment, and so they're just surfers, and then they wonder why they don't get any interaction from other people. So what he suggests is to go to popular fan pages that's related to what your market is or who you want to attract. Look at some of the posts in there, or just on your Facebook profile page in general, your news feed, like 20 posts. Then he says go to and then he says, out of those popular fan pages, add 5 new friends. Look at their profile and see if they might be something similar to what, you would be similar interest to what you're into and what you're promoting and stuff like that. Just do 5 friend requests. And then he said, ask 5 questions on 5 different posts. And the 5 questions, because you're basically trying to get interaction and getting response from them. Try to find out where they're at, and it can be anything. It could be their travels. If they look like they're the type of person that would fit your avatar or what you're promoting and stuff, it could be related to their travels, family, whatever, but 5 questions. And then you want to have like 5 comments, on other posts. And then he said, start 2 chat conversations every day. This is an everyday thing. And he said, if you start doing this, then you will start picking up business more organically and get more interaction. I'm not so much of a fan of the starting the chat comment, but I mean the chat conversations, mostly because all those people who do it to me, you know, I don't want to go with what they're promoting or anything else like that. And they wind up going on and on and on and on. So he said, you don't necessarily have to push what it is that you're promoting, you know, but it's basically a get to know who the person is and see where it leads. But you don't want to drone on and on about it, because there's a lot of these people, they drone on and on about asking you questions, and like there's several who have talked to me about Vic and how, you know, and Techademics and about refund rates and about his history, and I'm like, I don't want to hear it. You know, so I'm like, zap. So he said, you don't want to approach it in that way. You want to keep it light and personable. You know, they need to get to know who you are and see if they're interested in you. And then if they show interest, then you can mention it. Well, here's, you know, this is what I'm up to, you know, in case they ask, this is what I'm up to. Let me go ahead and give you the link, and you can check it out at your leisure and let me know what you think. And then maybe you can touch base with them in a few days just to see if they had a chance to take a look at it, but not push. So I thought that was interesting, and I wanted to share that with y'all. And then as far as the YouTube, oh my goodness, my eyes are getting bad. I need my reading glasses more and more often. But YouTube, there was, let's see if I can find my notes. I have like a bazillion notes here. But one of the focus on the YouTube was when you're doing a YouTube, of course, you should research your YouTube keywords. And then once you find the keywords that best fit what you're doing, and remember the how to, a review of, and I forget what the other words are, you know, those power keywords that you should include in your title. You know, go ahead and you include the title keyword in the title. You'll also include this, the first thing you do is enter that keyword again in the description and your link. And then you want to go into a little bit more writing about that, but you want to stick to that keyword and not go all over the map with it. And then you want to, the first thing you want to add in your tags is that same keyword. And then if that is a long tail keyword, then you want to break it down in various forms in your tags, you know, additional tags. And so that's all that comes to mind at the moment.
The last part you were describing, that's for content?
Content, the description, yes.
Okay, okay.
The description is the content. And then there's a right below that is where you can enter in tags. And then the other thing, let's see, what, oh, I just thought about it. What was it?
Toy and see if she'll play.
Let's see, tags. Oh, and to make sure to, when you upload any video and you have that information in there, you also want to share, make use of, YouTube has all these, the big share buttons, you know, for the video, and you want to share as many of those as you possibly can, you know, your video to as many of those channels as possible, because those YouTube considers the most popular. And so that is a good part of SEO. So that would go for anything that you do on YouTube. There's something else, but I can't think of what it was. So I know that y'all don't really do much in the way of videos, but when you do start doing videos, that's what you want to do. And you can do it for as short as 30 seconds to a minute, and it'll still be effective. And the goal of this is to help rank you on page 1 of Google, as well as the YouTube search. So that's what I plan on working on. With my research and keywords and stuff, and to see how I can get as much of that up top organically, and see if I can get more traffic that way, more naturally.
So you said you got this from Grady from OSP. What's OSP?
No, not this one. No, as far as the YouTube, no. The fan page like OSP is Online Sales Pro. I met, I don't know if Grady was there, but I met Vincent Ortega Jr., who happens to be considered the lead founder. And then I think Grady and this guy named Joel are partners or something or another. So OSP is extremely popular.
Is that a free site, or you have to pay?
No, you have to pay. I think the regular monthly fee is like $37 a month. But they have an online app to where, you know, they use it for their sales app, and that's how a lot of people market online app on their cell phone. And I thought about signing up for it, but I decided I'm going to stick with what Vic has and just, you know, make use of what I learned. But I listen to what they say to give me ideas.
So where'd you get the YouTube information from?
The YouTube information was from this other $9 product that I picked up. And
you want to share what that was?
I don't know if it's $9 still. I'd have to look. I don't have it up right now.
Okay. I wanted to ask you, you mentioned Monday about Josh Elder,
Yes.
that he's getting signups for free traffic, and I just put Josh Elder into Google, but I didn't get anything. So how do I
Joshua?
research?
Try Joshua. Let's see. Where is he on Facebook? Oops. He has a fan page, and then he has his primary. Let's see if he has.
Is it
I don't know how many.
ELDER?
I don't know how many friends he has, but I can post his personal, and then I can post his. Oh shoot! Why am I not? I'll post these in the the chat section.
He
And
has 41 mutual friends, it says. Joshua Elder.
Yep.
How to sell stuff through Facebook Messenger.
He is being really hot and heavy right now on working on his YouTube posts, because he originally had a lot of different YouTube channels. You know, this was like 5 years ago. He started building a bunch of different YouTube channels for different products, and he was doing really well, and was getting a lot of organic traffic, to where he didn't have to necessarily pay for traffic because of how he set up his YouTube videos. And recently, I don't know, in the last several months, YouTube changed their
Algorithm.
yeah. I was like, okay, what is the word? Yeah, they changed their algorithm to where all those tons of channels that a lot of them only had 1 or 2 videos on it, they went down in ranking. A lot of them went down in rankings because it was not an active channel. I mean, they were getting views still and everything, and he still gets some views, but it's not like it was before. And so he did some research, and he discovered that with the change in the algorithm, the Google wants to see you primarily on, your main channel, or maybe a couple of main channels. So that's what he's working on now, is to build up his primary channels so that there's a lot of videos on there, so it starts to get more organic reach, and it's already working for him to where he's getting organic clicks and likes, and he's working on building up his subscription base on YouTube, which apparently he says is very difficult because people have so many options there. But his goal is to hit 50,000 subscribers. And having that many subscribers is like a gold mine, of course. But at the very least, work on getting 50 subscribers and then you work your way up. So it's an extremely important thing. And you can do a lot of these videos without putting your face on there. You can do PowerPoint videos, SlideShare videos. There's different ways. GIFs, however you say, GIFs. And so there's a lot of different ways that you can put together these videos, and you as long as it has some sort of value or interest, you can, and if you follow the keyword optimization on videos is extremely important in order to get it up there, further to the top on Google. And so you definitely want to research the keywords, and a lot of them, they say, if it's like 500 or less, searching for that particular keyword term, you have a better chance on ranking for the keyword on Google, because especially if you have the keyword in your title, in your description, in your tags, you have a better chance. Because a lot of the videos do not have a description. If you look at the YouTube, I know Garen, several of them that I looked at, he has zero description. He would rank higher if he had the keyword in there with the link and everything. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So title, description, and tag words.
Yes, definitely want to have the same keyword, and you don't want to go off on a tangent on a lot of other keywords for that particular video, because, on that particular upload, because it confuses YouTube and Google. So if you have like, let's see, I had a description in here somewhere. Like if you had like a 5-word keyword, long tail keyword, how to, well, we'll just do how to make money online today. What he recommended is to go ahead and have it all, the title or the keyword title to be keyword stuffed, because how to, and then make money online. And today you can break it down in various forms in your tags, but you want to have it all in your title so that it's all there, and it helps you rank for combinations of that keyword, as well as in the description, and then the keyword, and then the tags, how to make money, how to make money online, how to make money online today, make money online today. Like those kind of variations. And then if you want to, you can also upload that same video again with a different keyword structure.
What do you mean by that?
Like a different keyword phrase.
Okay.
and do it all over again.
That's good.
Yeah, I found it a great interest, and I think, and so I want to start working on it, but I don't know. I haven't done so many videos lately, and I looked at my YouTube channel yesterday, and I'm like, it's been 2 weeks since I uploaded. Oh my gosh, what happened? I'm supposed to be doing this every single day.
And this was from Joshua, this information now, or is this still from that $9 program you bought?
It's from that $9 or I think it was $9. But Josh also, well, he doesn't go into as much detail about it, but that's how Joshua is doing it as well.
Okay.
You know, because you can look at his videos, look at the title, and if you and I want to look at the titles more so that it'll give me ideas. Oh, and another thing, if you want to know what tags that a person on a YouTube video input there, you know, like if you're looking at a really, really popular YouTube video that is highly related to what it is that you are marketing, you can view the source page and you will see the keywords. Let me,
You just right click and hit view source.
View source, yeah. And then it's not too far down, and it says something like, oh shoot, I don't know where my note is for this, but it says something like meta
tag,
keyword, and then it'll show the actual keywords. So you might find that a benefit when you're trying to figure out what tags to use.
And
Because
it's
you
also
can copy those tags.
yeah. It's also helps you in your avatar research too.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not so easy nowadays to view source for the keywords on websites, you know, because a lot of them have them hidden now. Some, you know, you can't find them. But apparently on YouTube, you can still view the source and find the keywords.
That's really good information.
I'm glad. I hope it helps.
Yeah. I'll go try that out.
Anything? I think that's all I have to share today. Anybody else have anything else they want to share?
Not me.
No,
You're muted.
You're muted, Catherine.
Sorry.
That's all right.
No, I don't have anything else to share, but we have shared a lot of information, and we should go do that this week and bring it back next week, and then maybe somebody else can add to what we've learned, and it'll just keep growing.
Yes. Oh, before we leave, has everybody been working on their list and holding themselves accountable? I meant to ask this and I forgot. The accountability partner type thing, you know, are you able to continue with your momentum on that?
Are you talking about our things that we decided we were going to do weekly, daily, monthly, and okay, I thought you were talking about my list, and I'm not working on my list. I don't really even have a list. But yeah, on the other one, yes. Am I perfect at it? No. But I look at it every day. I mark off in the morning what I did the day before. So the goal would be that there's more green than red on the page. And in all honesty, it's usually about 50-50.
Okay. Well, at least that tells you that you still have a ways to go on getting there, but you're working on it.
Yes, I am.
And you're gradually becoming more consistent. And then it also helps you recognize whether you need to make some changes or not. I must admit, I keep forgetting to check off my list, but I have been working on trying to cover as much as I can. And I've discovered that right now, meditation is probably one of my higher priorities because it helps clear my mind and help me zone in and get better focused. And I release some of the clutter that's been going on. And it makes room for what I need. And I have been diligent on my posting on my Instagram accounts. So that's important for me.
Tell me why.
Well, for one thing, I love putting them together. You know, putting together the quotes and stuff. And then I'm working on growing my Instagram account. I am just shy of 6,000 followers.
Wow.
So my goal is to hit at least 10,000. And that way I feel like I'll be better able to monetize it. And I need to, and so with the posting, I'm also learning to see what kinds of posts get more reception than others. And it's with the hope that with these types of posts, then I can tweak it more and generate more interaction and things like that. And that'll help me overall in my marketing, the way I think in the marketing terms, you know, for across other platforms as well.
Have you marketed to them yet?
I do post, you know, some marketing to it as well, and I try to include something about what it is that I'm doing in a fair number of the posts. But at the same time, I try to. It's mostly for inspiring, motivating tips here and there, some strategy. Like last night, I hadn't posted yesterday, and I'm like, oh my God, I got to get some kind of post out there. And I was looking at my phone, and I had photographed the .com Secrets book, Russell Brunson's book. So I'm like, oh, this probably won't get much in the way of response, but you know, I'm going to go ahead and post that just so I have something posted on there. And so I had said, anyone read .com Secrets? I did the hashtag .com Secrets, and then great content on hashtag marketing. This is one of our cool income streams in our back office without extra effort, loving the link and bio. And then surprisingly, I've had 161 likes.
Wow.
I was expecting maybe 30 or 50. And so that took me by surprise. And then some of them are you know, commenting and stuff. But that was just happened to be one of them. And so whenever I post these things, I try to at least have something related. Another one that was really popular was the picture says "Find Your Own Way," and that one has 200 likes.
Wow.
And so I merely said, "Find your own way. You can do this." So I'm learning as I'm posting on Instagram. Has a lot of quick responses, you know, to kind of give you an idea of what's going on. Of course, when you're starting out, you might get just 1 or 2 likes or 10, you know, in the lower ballpark area, but it's a start. And then as you post, you experiment with your post, find out which hashtags work, because I add like 20 to 30 hashtags as a separate comment on it, you know, because there's the main post, you know, with whatever you initially write in the comment, and then I go back in, and then of course I heart my post. And then I add a list of hashtags that are related to what it is that I want to attract,
Okay, this is
that
gonna,
people look for.
I wish I could ask this in private where nobody knew I was asking such a question, but hashtags. You know, I'm still trying to figure out Facebook. I'm not really a social media kind of person. I've never used it, even before all this, and I blocked my family. Hashtags. Are you making them up, or
You
are they existing?
on let's see if I can this is big enough I might be able to see it on your on Instagram. There's a search way, and it's like this little search button or magnifier glass, and so you can click on the top and you can search by people, by tags, and places, and then top posts. And what you do is you click on the tags, and then you just start typing something like internet marketing, and then you can then you click on, and then you can see how many are searching for that, or is it searching or posting tags for, I forget, but it'll tell you how many people are interested in that topic, basically. You know, and it might be 500, it could be 50,000, could be 1 million, 17 million. It just all depends on what word you're searching. And so if you are doing a post, actually, you know, so you can do research on that. And then the other thing you can do is look at other people's posts that are have a lot of likes, you know, like 5,000 likes, 10,000, you know, or even 400 likes or something like that. Look at their posts and their comments. A lot of times they will have the hashtags that they used. And so you can copy those hashtags as part of your research and look into them that way as well.
Okay.
Renee,
There's a lot of different ways you can look. Yes, ma'am?
have you thought about doing a class on Instagram, since you're so, I don't even know how to post a post. And it's like, I know you've given us a list of hashtags before, but hashtags to me are, I'm like, it's like a foreign language. I don't understand it. I'd like to start posting on Instagram. I actually have an account on there that
Yeah, you have one
I
post
did
right
it.
there. You have
Yeah.
your ebook.
I don't know how to do it. And it's like, I would love to learn how to do it. Or if you could take us, you know, like on the Hangout and just share your screen and start from the beginning and say, this is how you do it. That would be really helpful for me. I don't know about Lucinda and
Yes.
Catherine.
I
Yeah.
don't know how to, well, I use Instamate if I'm on my computer, but I'd have to find out how to share my, I know there's a way you can share your phone screen on your computer, but I have no clue how to do it. But I can show you some of what I've done right now, if you want to see that.
Well, I personally don't want to take more time because we've been on here
Okay.
a while, but I don't even know what you're talking about for Instamate, because I've tried to do it on the computer and I can't get in. So that's is that an app or something to download?
Instamate is a software that you can use on your desktop to upload the pictures, and you can put in a comment, you know, description, and upload it that way. I think I have I have an affiliate link for that, but I haven't used it in a while, so I'd have to look it up. But I could post that in the room if you want.
How much is that?
I'm not sure what it is right now. I'd have to look. I got it when it first came out, so I'd have to look into it.
Okay.
But I love it. And there's like an upgrade for being able to upload a picture to edit, in case you want to add some words to it and stuff like that. But there's a lot of apps on the phone and the tablets that you can use to add words to your pictures. So maybe I have thought about putting together a small instructional thing about that, but I just haven't done it. So maybe I can try to at least get the simple part of it together for you so you can get started.
That would be great.
Yeah, because you either need a software to upload to the desktop, to upload to Instagram, or you can upload directly to Instagram on your phone or your tablet without any software.
Yeah, I've tried to do that, and I can't quite figure it out. So I'm like, I feel really dense when it comes to this.
No, because I'm in your boat. We are both in the same boat.
I'm like, it's like another world. But I've tried it multiple times and have not been able to figure it out. So I've not done it. And I don't know how I got my ebook on there, but.
You made it.
I don't know.
I think you have your picture on there too.
Yeah, well, I have an account, but I thought I did that on the computer. So I don't know, but that would be something, since you're somewhat of an expert on this because you do it all the time. I really feel left behind in that area, and I know it's a really good resource to post stuff for. I mean, I like posting, pictures with sayings on it and stuff, and I've tried to put that on there, but it doesn't exactly work. So anyway,
yeah, I don't think you can upload direct to the desktop Instagram version unless you have software.
Yeah.
Because I just looked and I don't see any options there.
Yeah.
You can edit your profile on your desktop, and I think you can upload your profile picture there. I think.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what I did because I don't have my profile picture on my phone.
Yeah, so you can upload your profile picture on your desktop, but as far as I know, you cannot upload pictures directly without some sort of help.
Okay, well, that makes sense because I've tried and can't do it. And the thing is, I have all my pictures on the computer. They're not on my phone, and I don't want to overload my phone because I got a bunch of stuff on there already. So that's why I haven't posted anything, because it's like I can't get to my pictures on my phone that I need, that I've got. So
Okay, I'll look and see what kind of rate they have for the Instamate now, because part of me wants to say it's a monthly fee now. I picked it up in the beginning when it was straight up one cost, flat out. So I'm not sure what it is right now, so I'll look into it. And most of the upgrades you don't need, but that's the one that I use for the most part. I checked out, there was a new one that came out that was called Conjuregram, but I decided that, I checked it out, but I got my money back on that one because although Conjuregram could do a little bit more than Instamate, it was not as effective to me. So and Instamate is fairly easy to work with, and you can have up to 3 Instagram accounts if you ever want to go that direction.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I have one more question and then I'm done.
Okay.
Back to Facebook Audience Insights. My interest was internet marketers. And then if I go chose, just find one thing. Established family gives a definition of what that is. They're called Apple 5 families. they're stable in the U.S. They generally have children. They drive a certain vehicle. Or going back to what Renee said, pick SUV people because they have more money. Am I picking all SUV people, or am I picking SUV people who are interested in internet marketing?
I would say SUV people who are interested in internet marketing, if that's the direction you want to go.
And what
Okay.
you want to do when you do your ad, you'll put in an interest group, and then there's a section that says people that are also interested in this, and then you'll list like your SUV people in one spot and your internet marketing in another spot, and then you can also do another. It's the layering thing that program does. You can do it manually. It just takes a little bit longer, but if you do that, then you're intersecting people that are interested in SUVs and internet marketing.
Okay, so everything, if internet marketing whatever is on top, then everything else I add, those are SUV people, because I can't think of anything else, who are interested in internet marketing, not just because they happen to own an SUV.
Correct.
You
Perfect.
want
That's
to
all I need to know.
no, Catherine, when you're putting your interest in, you want to put all of your internet marketing interests, like Gary and anybody or anything like Success Magazine, Digital Marketer, all of those in the top section. And then in the next section that says people that are also interested in, that's where you want to put your SUV stuff and anything else like that. Okay?
Okay.
So there are two different sections when you're building your ad, your campaign in the Facebook. When you're building your audience, it's not in Audience Insights, it's when you're actually building your campaign.
Oh,
Okay.
And if
Okay,
you
thank
go
you.
if you go into that and you're having trouble with it, call me and I'll help you.
Okay. I got no more questions, guys.
Yeah, I'm done too. Oh, the only question I have is who wants to do it next week?
I can try, but I can't. We're doing different repairs, and it could be up to mid-June, so I won't know until fairly close to the last minute if there's going to be a lot of noise in here or not. Anyway, if you want, I'll plan on doing it.
Okay,
Okay, you backed me up. Why don't I back you up? So if something happens, then you let me know. And if you want to test before, like I did, let me know, and I'll be here early.
okay.
And that would
Okay,
be actually great, Lucinda, because then I would learn how to do it, because I've only done it a couple times. And when somebody asked me to do it again, I don't remember what I did the first time. So include me so
Okay,
that I can get used to the whole idea.
Yeah.
Right.
yeah.
That's the whole thing about rotating like this instead of me hosting all the time. The reason is that it's really good practice for everybody to learn how to do it. So when you get teams again, you'll be able to do it with your team. And if you want to do a private Facebook group, you'll know what to do. And that's the main thing.
Okay.
It's just, and it's really cool. So I don't have to do it every week too. So,
too much, really.
well, I used to do it, every week, and I didn't mind doing it, but I just think it's better for everybody in the group to know how to do it and have that experience. So Renee, thank you for hosting today. You did a great job as always.
Well, thank y'all for being here and for the interaction. I really enjoyed it a lot.
Me too.
Thank you, Renee. I've the .com Secrets book on my list of books to read.
Yes, it actually seems to be pretty simple reading. I've had it for a while, but I haven't really read a whole lot of it.
Yeah, I have it.
Yeah. So, and I
have it
thought
too.
I had his other one, but I can't find it. So maybe I don't. And I heard that he has a new one coming out.
Ah, yeah, that's good.
He's
So,
entertaining.
well, ladies, I have to go. but it's been delightful seeing you, and hopefully next week we'll have some really good news and more information for each other.
Yes, definitely.
Okay. Have a good weekend, everybody.
I get that
Bye.
phone call, I'll let you know today.
Okay, good luck.
Yes. Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.